for the longest time. Team Secret picked him up. Here he is on Gecko. And then, third map, the decider. Whoever wins this gets their spot to Masters Tokyo.
And champs.
Well,
okay.
like I said, huge gamble, but it might pay
DRX
off,
on
right?
defense, Secret on attack. So we get to see the Gecko on attack fast. At least in theory on paper it should be better on attack, but honestly this map has some really good stuff that you can do on the fence. This is so much pressure on Lenny, but I'm in for it. In terms of DRX, they go for Buzz on KO.
Will work out for them, for Team Secret. How will Lenny perform? Just coming out here is like the biggest relief pitcher of all time.
It is first debut. He's going in to gather information, potentially collect on the Alt Orb. Nobody's peeking into him yet, but the Cascade will be sent out from DRX, trying to control the site once more. I mean, keep in mind, while this is a Gecko debut,
Man's just gonna be collecting orbs for the whole game. Respect.
Setup, still staying true to their idea of trying to go for trades. But the thing about this is, if they want to make that happen, they have to be in position for it. They have to pick together, but now a bit of contact.
Okay, information. They're gonna hold strong with the 3-person stack here. So we can say it's looking like we want to end over here, and I like the timing of how Secret are doing this. They make pressure over towards showers. They pick up the orb, and then they cut down for a little bit, and then they show presence over towards here. So it's definitely gonna hold 3 people here. The thing that we just saw is a knife hit over towards short, and it hit the brim. So they know that brim is here. Flash goes in. That might be what they're waiting for. We might see a TP. 2-person sight hit for DRX, 25 seconds.
Only 20 seconds left.
Z comes out, but Foxy9 is right here, right in their face. He's gonna pick up 2, but only 2. Throws out a second.
Dubro's still gonna plant there.
Just to buy some time. The spike is planted though, as meanwhile.
Damn, they were really hoping that that one was gonna come through. Nicely done from Stacks. Okay, they need a hero, and it has to be Borkum on 15 HP who gets hit by the knife, so they know that he's in this area. Damn, okay. Nicely done. Chat, sorry, I was minimap watching. Who's this? Who's the guy that got 2?
DRX with a clean defense here on the
It was Foxy. Man, he did so well.
Good hit, good receive from Foxy as he holds out outside of Bats. I mean, Team Secret, you know, Little Bro still did the job. He got the assignment and he nailed it. He got the spike down. The rest of Team Secret tried to go in for some of the duels, but without the numbers still. DRX being able to hold down on the B side and rotate over, they managed to secure.
Yeah, I mean, you look at Team Secret's comp and it's just a huge overwhelm comp. They don't have the Viper, so they can't create much pressure. So a lot of this is going to be on Stacks getting information on the side so they can kind of hold 3 people here. Honestly, the KO is going to work really, really well against this. Because it's an overwhelm comp. You hit multiple people, take out their util, it wrecks the hit. The side hit's not going to look good after that. JSN Yeet, what's up, dude? JSN Yeet, thank you so much. With the Prime chat, new member of the Slug Club, you know what to do, let's get some slugs in. Thank you. Thank you for the support, mate. Welcome. I'll even do this for a little bit. We got some time.
Split was a very dedicated pick by DRX, but now this one, it was down to a set or bind, and DRX banned the set. They wanted to go for this. Team Secret trying to pull out tricks up their sleeves. Not sure if it could surprise DRX or not, but the shots will have to count because still, it is.
Okay, the knife goes in at the perfect time, but they managed to get the fast kill. Still 3.
Question mark?
What?
Borkum as well. Foxy with the spray, but he's going to go down, picks up 2, but there's Lenny, gets his one.
Okay,
Mako sweeps into the back of the site as that.
Okay, holy hell, bro. That was nearly everything. They managed to get 2 entries.
On that second round.
It was impressive.
Still trying to get spike plants and more alt orbs, more economy, a little bit of damage.
Chad Seth, what's up, dude? Chad Seth, thank you so much. Welcome into the Slug Club with the Prime as well. Chat, another new member. Let's see a strong welcome. Let's get some slugs in chat. And Korn Desu as well with the Prime. Thank you so much, mate. Welcome into the Slug Club as well. A lot of new members today, a lot of Prime members. Thank you so much, mate. Thanks for using your Primes on me. Welcome in as well. Appreciate you.
He's always kind of the last guy in, and he's always reliable. That's why he was chosen as the regular season MVP.
Now we get the big buy rounds. Get the big buy rounds. They did well at stacking orbs, stacking plants over towards Lenny. Gets his all into the first buy round to ensure this one, so that's nice.
Guy who had proven himself before. That's
because they did so much damage, the bonus isn't looking great. But
the 6th man. DRX has 0 information on him, and that's something that Team Secret can use to their advantage. Now, Thrash coming out.
Already,
whoa,
the
okay.
Monsters on the loose. Quick push into the B site.
3-person side hit here. The util looks nice.
Onto Buzz, or actually Mako, who's in here. They do not get the kill initially, but
damn, the molly from Mako was incredible. They nearly managed to turn it around with that molly.
He's going to put up a cove and has a dream of making his way into this one.
Hello.
Yeah. Wingman says, "What's up, big buddy?"
Thrash isn't done with you.
Oh, a second.
Thrash isn't done with you, yeah. And he wasn't done. Dubstep, though, gonna pick up the kill.
Should be mad that Envy's not playing?
Nice.
Nah, man. I mean, dude, like I'm so down for a team that has like a big strat and a big game plan around it. Like this is what they've been prepping for. I'm in for it. It's really, really bold, but it must have been working well in practice.
Is to keep Lenny up. You know, recycle his ultimates, get his abilities going. If you can refresh them, you can keep using them. You're able to take so much space on the site. Moshpit covers out the back completely, and DRX are left with not much room to hide. So DRX kind of has to go for fights as well.
Okay, this is so nice. The smoke early on, the flash doesn't hit. Stacks. Oh, gets away with it though. Gets the info. Good idea. With the smoke at the beginning, hide from the flash. We've been seeing Team Secret do that a lot once they've been playing a Sky. But doesn't pay off in terms of Stacks getting the info still. 4-person hit here. Nade shuts them down, but the util's nice. But yeah, the nade and the molly here. It's a real heavy shutdown. DRX have a very good comp to stop a flood comp like this.
It's so difficult to push through Viper and Harbor and birds and grenades and everything. There's just so much stuff that controls space in the composition of DRX.
It's like you just have this huge bouncer buff guy. He can keep shoving you back.
Right, we're kind of seeing the big difference. So you know when we were watching Haven, and DRX couldn't hold the sites because of their comp, right? They used an Omen instead of a Viper. Like this right here, what you're seeing in this round, and even the round before, is a prime example of like how good Viper is at stopping side hits. That's why a lot of people use it in conjunction with the Harbor itself, because Harbor can't really stop side hits. Like look at this, mollies are down, there's a wall to block vision as well. Like it's so good. It's one of the best agents for just stopping teams that like to site hit. So yeah. And in terms of Team Secret, they have a very fast comp. You've got the Brim, they want to go fast with Stimpack. You've got double duelist that you want to dive. It's a big overwhelm comp with the dog, the wingman. And we have so much good util to stop it. Knife to stop it, nade, molly. Then we have wall, smoke. Like we have so much. It's DRX have the most perfect comp to play against Team Secret. The change. I don't know if they knew this was coming, but the change up, because they used double duelist before, right? They had Jet. They had Jet and. Chat, am I right in saying that? The last. What were you saying? Chat, what? They did, yeah? I watched too many games. I'm like, is this the right comp? They used... No. As in last time they played Bind. Did they use Raze and Jet? Yeah, okay. So the switch up to do the KO and predict that they might be doing a dive comp is insane.
Their best bet is just dive in.
Yeah, Dubstep in position. Oh, but he's flashed and he can't quite shoot anything with the blades. Can't spam with those.
Because Team Secret have a whole big game plan and they kind of got wrecked. They looked at the old comp and they were like, okay, it's only really the Viper that can hold sites, that can stop hits. They have a Jet and a Raze. What's good against a dive comp? Another dive comp. Like just send it on them, just exec on them. And then they switch it up and put a KO in there. It's incredible.
Not able to reach DRX.
They're just trying to force it in. I mean, on a semi-eco and It's really rough, right? You've got so many things in your face. You have multiple members of DRX that are standing there waiting. They know the push is coming.
No. Just a little bit more information as well. Team Secret desperately trying to get that little bit of space so that they can execute onto a site, but DRX just has so many barriers up, like quite literally just shooting a little bit of presence towards bats, and Team Secret have to spend more just to go in.
Poor Rover. Doesn't have quite the lifespan,
well,
but even gets shot right as he goes down.
No Rover, but we do have Dizzy.
Yeah.
Oh my god, a wall bang tag through the wall.
Dog goes in over towards B. It spots no one. 3-person stack here.
Sure.
Look at it. Look at this. Like nade, followed by a nade. Then we have a smoke over towards short. Like they delay the hit so much. They get 3 people in good positions, but that is huge.
Arby can't land those, so Dubstep gonna pick it up. Wingman's gonna get that plant
Hey,
down.
that's it, mate. If they can still late flood the site after they've been denied entry at the beginning, that's a good sign.
Not an easy retake here.
Trying to hold it. Already getting information. Second from Heaven. I think Dubstep heard that.
Yeah, he definitely heard Dubstep. That's going to be Mako picking up that. Stacks gets 1. Now it's Mako v2. How many times have we seen this? How many times has Mako clutched this one?
Oh
as the
my
spam
god.
comes
Oh
down?
god, 25
He gets
HP.
Borkum, and it's only Jesse Vosh. He knows where he is.
Holy hell,
Does it
he's
again.
actually the best,
You
isn't
cannot
he?
stop this guy.
He's actually the best. That's why he's the MVP.
Unstoppable, the MVP, the king of
Yeah,
Pacific.
that's why.
He keeps
Right
doing
there.
it again
That's a
and
huge
again.
1v2. The chat
5
was
to
a
1.
4v2.
Just when it seemed doable for Team
That
Secret.
4v2
Mako
altogether, and they
snatches it
still
away.
win it out.
And now he's got the Viper's Pit. Get a bit of a half buy again. Light shields for Team Secret for the next round. They managed to get onto site.
Stacks gets 1
They
before
tried
this.
to outduel them.
Oh my god.
I think
To tap
part of
again
it
and then
was,
put
you
the
know,
smoke up and then go to the off angle. Look at him.
It's like, yeah, cool strike,
Doesn't
bro.
even
His
smile.
team is like going nuts.
Yeah, just another day in the
Doesn't
office
even
for the
smile.
clutch
Not even a
master.
little bit of joy.
See, has to be carries. That's some great information. Holds the angle with a grenade. Bulldog's not doing much.
There's a little bit of contrast, right? If you think about it, Mako's
what an absolute beast, honestly. What a crazy player he
Oh,
is.
admire the effort, but they're running straight into mollies.
Man, Team
and
Secret needed that
grenades
round
and
more than
everything.
anything.
Once again. Oh. Foxy plays the save. Doesn't have to peek that. Throws it out. He's got Buzz on the off angle. It's only Borkum
Oh,
spots him and nearly takes him out. That
Little
must have been
dink
a
at the
heads up
end,
through a
2
couple
HP.
walls.
Send him away.
Someone went through the teleporter. And if you're Team Secret, you might want to call a timeout soon.
Oh,
Rover!
Rover!
What
Yes!
a good boy! You can have some
Timeout.
Scooby snacks. All right, yes, the timeout.
That's incredible.
Pretty good time to call it, I'd say.
And just break down the round again, because what's happening now is clearly the contrast that I was talking about, right? Mako, no emotion. He's completely removed from it. He's here to do a job, and he's going to do it right. Meanwhile, Team Secret starting to sweat. DRX keeps making them work for these rounds, and time again, they start to falter. They start to try to force things. They start to try to wrangle that space away, especially up by Lamps in that round. And Foxy just
Chat raised a good
closes
point.
the
I
door
mentioned you
shut.
get notified. You get notified about a day before
He has to be that,
before of
you know,
subs.
tactical leader for the team, but
What
I
do you
think
mean,
also a
Pecan?
spiritual one. Because if you're thinking about this series, if you're going to have any impact
As
on
in,
it,
like, if someone's
don't stress
playing
too
a
much
sixth,
about
they
getting
let you
that slot to
know.
Masters Tokyo, right? Because this is the upper bracket.
Or that doesn't make
Still have
sense.
another chance. Just try
Surely
to
you
do as
don't do the
much
map
as you possibly can,
video until
poke as
then.
many holes at this bear as possible, and try to give your best shot.
Yeah.
You get a list of who's
I mean,
playing
Team
what
Secret have
maps.
already done
What do you mean?
Great job so far, but
So I would get a
DRX
list
finally
of,
wake up
say
and show
I'm
their
a coach.
true colors.
I'm a
show
coach of
what they're
DRX.
truly
And you're telling me
capable
I
of.
would get a list
So far,
of
this,
who
this
the
gamble that
opponent's
Team
team
Secret
plays
have
on what
taken
map.
is not working out for them. Can be difficult to attack on bind, but
Bacan, that cannot be right.
Not quite the same effect that we've seen from
Yes.
stuff like,
What?
Teams like
Well, then they
T1
knew this was coming.
with the get-go. Let's see.
Bacon, tell me that's not
over.
true.
We
That
got
is,
another
hands
crash
down, the dumbest rule I've ever
coming in
heard.
and, going on out. Just gonna retake that.
Oh, but the paint shells.
Uh,
He threw it through the teleporter. Well, Dubstep hides inside of it in case someone decides to push through. Lenny wants
Are you sure,
to back up
Bacon, are you sure they're not just doing that in EMEA because there's been like...
for Hookah again. DRX are
Sure you're not...
so in control that they're just toying
Sure not in EMEA you're
and
not just doing it because
so
there's
much
loads of
information off
assistant
these
coaches
little
playing.
peaks.
I mean, the source for that is Bacon. He's the
He's
analyst of Liquid. That's a team in
One more
VCT.
thrash.
yeah. And guess what? I
They
mean,
must just be
DRX
doing it because you play against
is it. Now
assistant
they're just
coaches.
gonna throw out the Seekers. They're like, okay, well, now we have full confirmation.
You have no idea how other
They
regions
look to be
work. Well, in
coming
theory,
at
they
this
use the
moment
same.
Gonna
In theory,
send
they use the
back
same rulebook.
Buzz over to B, so they have 3 people. Thrash isn't done just yet. Oh, that's
Oh
insane.
god,
Oh,
that's a
God,
nice one though.
Stacked.
Potential.
But still, this push
They
is
really
being
need
shut
a
down.
round.
Jesse
They
gets the
really
one
need
kill.
this round. They
Up
managed to
to
flood to
15
site.
stacks.
Can they
Nice
get the
beat
trades
there
back
from
to
Jesse.
site?
That's a second,
No,
but
they
he
can't
is
at all. It's
alone
heavy
in
shutdown.
getting kills. DRX will clean that up.
Rest of the team tried to push on through, but DRX were just too darn sharp, pulling it from spawn, holding it from the site itself. Anyone that tried to jump out of hookah could not.
But why do they have to give other teams
Well,
that?
Jesse Bash is
Bacon,
doing
that's
what
what
he
I
can,
that's what I
manages
think
to
is so
Mako
weird.
down, but that was it. Again,
Careful here.
when it comes down to these plays, especially when you have the double duelist, your trades have got to
It's
be
a
there,
public
but it's not
database, and
working
you
out so well.
have to
It's
say
because
who's playing what
DRX are
map.
so in control, and even
That's
with
not
the
right.
Gecko coming in, it's so easy for DRX just to shoot them down, given how the sites are so well reinforced. 3 players on A now, and Mako with the Viper's Pit.
Yeah. Bird
So you
comes
have
out.
a sixth that only plays one
DRX
agent, and then
prepared.
everyone knows that you're going to play the agent, so you
Mako
can
with
literally
that
build a
pin
whole
mentioned
game
is
plan around it
over
a
in
day
B.
before.
He's got
What an
stacks with him,
awful
who's
rule.
gaining some
What an
information that will
awful
give him
rule that is.
how to belong.
Why is that in?
Comes down
Why is that here?
immediately. Tons of frags are being thrown in their face. Even a harbor wall, they're like, no, you will not enter here. But still, they try, and they get
Oh!
mowed down entirely.
Damn, they owned it.
And the
I was
Stingers
wondering
and
how.
the
I was
Spectres
wondering how
will
why
not
they
be
put the
good
KO
enough
in,
to make the
so it
job
would
done.
make sense.
Oh, boy.
Yeah, Bacon's not wrong. He sent me a thing where it says
Slowly backs
people's.
off, just trying to play with them, securing
That's crazy.
flawless frags.
They know he's in there. Jesse tries to peek. Down he will go. Dubstep, they know exactly where he is. Monka just waiting for it.
That's so wild, man.
And Dubstep is not going to get out of here.
So yeah, it makes sense why they're playing the KO. Must have seen the name.
One try actually does a nice amount of damage, but
Buff the Mufter, what's up, dude? Thank you so much.
Victory once again to DRX.
Thank you, thank you.
8-1 and a
3
second
months.
timeout
3 months in the
already
Slug Club
called
with the
by
Prime.
Team Secret.
I mean, you have to, right?
Secret, mate, they need to
Guys,
somehow
what's going
fake
on?
sites,
Counter
but they
this.
can't get too much map control, so it's kind of obvious where they're going. Like, this is a straight up comp
You
diff.
have to think. It's just, we talked about these walls. RB
I mean, we got to respect them for putting the KO in. Like, that is everything.
Maybe not as much on Haven as well, but it
DRX
is
should just ban Haven. It looks like they have 2 maps
Team
that.
Secret cannot
Well, we don't know how
push
their
out of
Lotus
areas
looks,
like
but
Bats and maybe even Hookah and Garden, just because there's so much blocking them in their way. Their paths are obstructed. One way to work with that, clearly exploding through doesn't work. You can't just dash into sight because you're going to get shot up instead. Maybe buy up some Phantoms and take a couple of pot shots at DRX, and hopefully you'll be able to find a couple. But again, with all of these ideas being thrown around, it's just shots in the dark. And I think that's one of the things that hurts Team Secret the most. So Warbirds, hopefully he's got something cooked up because the Adobo gang needs them.
It just says both teams fighting. Like,
While they are fighting, good sir.
yeah.
8-1. Borkum on an orbital strike.
it's fine. We'll just
Yeah,
focus on this.
It's rough. I mean,
It's a weird thing to hear,
they're
though.
trying something here. It's map 3. It's bind. They wanted to really throw a curveball, and it's kind of like a curveball that
Why is the
doesn't
KO
quite
good
hit the
against this
mark,
comp?
and then the batter,
The knife
like,
is
hits a
everything.
grand slam.
They don't have a Viper, so they can't create much
I
pressure on the
tried. I
map.
mean,
They
it
can
was a
only
good
really create
curveball
pressure
kind of.
in like these 2 areas. You
At the
can
end of
create
the
in
day,
these 3, but you can't really create
yeah,
pressure.
it
Sure, you can
is
just hold this angle the whole
right.
time. And in terms of how Team Secret's comp works with the Brim and the free smokes and their double dive in terms of double duelist, it's all about taking a little bit of map control and going over towards the site. So when you can have a knife that hits multiple people, takes away their util, that is like the worst possible thing for a comp like this. So that's why the KO is like genius.
Just waiting with open arms. He's like, please charge into me. I will spray you down. He's got 7 bullets left. Reloads. Totally comfortable. Has position to throw down the paint shells. Denies the wingman plant.
Oh, Lenny.
Oh, okay,
nice from him though. Mate, they need just the hero plays. They need the hero plays.
Just an instant
Bacon, you sure it's not just like before the season they let you know everyone?
Back to a 2-1-2.
Mate, they're actually bringing this one in 3v5?
There is an option to go through the teleport.
Yeah. They're able to pick up.
Lurk.
Yeah.
Or not.
And
oh my goodness.
Stacks in position. Jesse on 1 health. 18 seconds. They're blinded. They're sprayed down. And now even Dubstep is low. He doesn't have enough time. He's just.
Oh man, they can't catch a break.
Now as Buzz is waiting, just playing with his food.
Yeah, absolutely owning them here. Again, just too much heavy shutdown. It's really, really strong. They played this round really nicely though, playing defensive and then using the Harbor to overwhelm.
We saw this on Split.
It's GG, right? Yeah, it feels like it.
And look at this. I mean, first of all,
that spray was crazy.
Sprays. Lenny did hit the mid-air shot, still taken out by Buzz, but I mean not Buzz, excuse me, Foxy. But if you think about this,
they're going crazy there at that viewing party.
There's so much value.
They're gonna do the smoke thing again.
But also Foxy in this
smoke goes in, everyone dodges, flash goes out, try and overwhelm them to stacks.
Here they go,
okay, I like this. I like this plan. This was a good one. This was a good call.
And Dizzy's getting his job done too. Dubstep with the 3rd one.
The 9 free cast potential. That's what we gotta do.
Finally, Team Secret, they just kind of throw a fastball this time. They're running straight into the B site.
That's exactly. I love these baseball analogies because they're actually really accurate.
Explain the rule again. Bacon was just saying that in the day before you play, you have to submit publicly who you're playing with, like who you're playing with in terms of like who's going to be playing on stage today, and it's public. So that's why this might not have been a shock. It's basically the long TLDR.
No choice but to save despite having that much money in the bank. Team Secret continue to go hunting.
But EMEA have also had different rules compared to other teams, other regions. So,
which is not too bad. Team Secret
I have no idea.
Will be happy.
Yeah, finally gonna pick up another one. It's also Thrifty RB.
I don't really know about it as well. We'll dig into it a bit deeper later on, and we can talk about it. Is it map specific? At least the one that I've seen, yeah.
Over to the side of Team Secret.
Worked well, and they do it again.
So yeah, we need a Pacific source is what we need.
But we're gonna swap over for a classic rifle instead.
Can they win on defense with this comp?
With an operator, and that's something that you have to be so careful about.
A lot of info gather.
Down he goes. That's it for Dubstep.
I mean, maybe.
Does not miss. Thrash goes on. Clear out the site. But what about backside? What about behind triple stack?
I mean, DRX, they just wait in the back. They
knife
just
goes
bide
in.
Time. Plan's coming down. This time just straight
hit up Ewok. Yeah, that's actually a good one. He's always here.
Yeah, he's just gonna peek right as those paint shells go out. Borkham tries, but he cannot match.
Let's think. Can
9.
Secret win this on defense with this comp? They're gonna have to go pretty proactive.
Down and you got a Dizzy out the top, but
it's gonna be very hard. It's gonna be insanely hard, to be honest with you.
It's only to half, but that's
damn nicely done. Very nicely done. Strong half. Again, they just struggled to get anywhere.
Incredibly strong. I mean, Forsaken said it before in his post-game interview last week. Play Harbor, he's incredibly OP. You have that Cove. I mean, Lenny tried. He threw the Dizzy up in the air. He tried to peek out, but the Cove just blocked everything. You can't spray onto the spike if it's being
Brim isn't
protected.
enough to create the question marks around the
Meanwhile,
map.
DRX still that firepower.
Yeah.
Look at Foxy 9
I mean,
with all
what
his
isn't to
tools.
block
He's
them,
not
sorry.
overheating. He's going with his teammates.
Against,
He's
but
securing
they don't have
advantage
double
his
dive.
tools.
So I guess DRX are
Scores
just going to
at
play
the
slow.
first half.
Yeah, it's
I mean, they need a
incredibly
pistol.
dominant
Let's get
here
onto that
from
one.
the side of DRX. Their comp is well suited to playing defense unbind. I mean, what can you expect? They choose for that. They have a really strong half. Now coming onto the attack, again, they don't have the Gecko, but they still have many of the tools that we see in the current meta with the Viper, the Harbor combinations. You set up those pizza slices, as Paper Thin likes to say, and you can throw out some birds, some dogs, paint shells, right? You can just control and push away the side of Team Secret, who have a massive task on their hands if they want to try to tie this up.
That's exactly what this halftime is about. You need to secure that pistol round. If not,
Sheaf_Twitch, thank you so much, mate.
Just a map ago.
15 months.
DRX, they secure the pistol, instant match point, and from then on.
Why is EMEA not running Harbor? Honestly, yeah, we don't really run Harbor that much.
From securing that Masters
Which,
Tokyo spot.
honestly, when they get to
DRX,
Tokyo, could be an issue because they're going to come up against it a lot.
Expecting the
Sheaf Twitch,
loss
thank you
into
so much.
2 wins.
Thank you, thank you. I think he's relatively young, the secret
Sharing
coach.
the course for DRX.
I'm not entirely sure. Thank you, mate. Appreciate it.
So many DRX fans here. It is
There's still a lower
incredible.
bracket? Yeah, there's still a lower bracket.
You gotta love it, man. The energy, especially when they cheer for him.
How's Foxy's raise? The util's been good. The util's been very
Or
good.
not. Team Secret could still, you know. I'm a believer.
Tokyo see a rebalance
If
patch.
you
I think the
are,
patch
it's true.
is, I think
8
this
rounds
is the most
what it
balanced the
takes
game's
to
been. I'm not
go
sure we
10
need to
and
tweak
10.
anything.
It's not easy, but it's
I think
not
Fnatic might have been
impossible.
saving Harbor Viper, maybe. I'm not sure it fits their playstyle. I don't know who would be
DRX
playing what.
fighting.
Yeah.
I don't think they would heavy lean into it just because
much
Leo
like
doesn't
Split,
look as
this whole round
good
essentially
on
wins
Sky
you the
as
map.
maybe other agents.
Say essentially,
Doesn't
because
really
obviously it
fit.
doesn't mean that you immediately
Doesn't really
get
fit
anything
that
like
at
Upset
least.
Spotted. Little hookah push.
Could clear it out. They know that there are a couple players on the B site. Lenny rotating over.
Dubstep, he still gets one amongst all
Uh-oh.
of that.
Dog stun
Now we got the dog moving out.
needs to be huge. They didn't
Got
jump
that
out.
dog in him, but Lenny
Lenny
is
hits a
gonna frenzy
long
one
range
down
shot with
into
the frenzy and
window.
another
Make
one.
that two, actually. He's making quick work
Wait,
of them.
when he peeked, did he just double dink both of them?
DRX will be stopped in their tracks.
Through the smokes.
Damn, okay, that's
Couple of
step
shots.
number one.
Secret secures the pistol win.
Step number one complete.
It all starts with one.
They got a long
It
road.
all starts with one. Now you just need 7 more, and you're tied. See if they can make it happen. As, yeah, it really came down to Lenny just kind of sitting here, spamming down a couple of kills. You know, a bit of damage had already been done.
I mean, being able to hold off the site that way, again, the little Lenny Lion from Singapore. I mean, he's finding that impact. Let's see if he can do a little bit more.
Okay, in terms of this, we got
Lion out
a
on the Bulldog now.
straight up.
Trying to poke
I mean,
towards
this is, yeah,
the
this is
site.
the closest we're going to get to a full eco. We get a little bit of util to try and get him a plant.
Toxic screens and
But
wave
let's see how much
flashing
Team
in.
Secret can kind of just stack up here.
Welcome tries to hold
But
him
one
off.
person saving for a
Lenny said,
rifle,
"Let's bring it
potentially.
back. Bring
If
it
they're going to
back."
do a
Yeah.
bonus round, potentially an op
Yeah, I
into
mean,
the first buy, we'll see.
It's got to start with one. As Jeremy gonna find him in the showers. Lenny gets one as well. But the Cove and the
Pretty
plant
good
does
for
come
Lenny to be
down, but
farming
they're
a
only
little bit
2
because his ult
with classics.
coming
Raheem
online
Mako
early
here,
might help them
just putting up
might help
walls,
them
trying
win the
to
first buy round.
just keep them off of the spike for as long as possible, but it's not looking good. Dubstep with the ghost as well. They know exactly where RB is, and they're just gonna hold on to this defuse. RB
Wow.
just surviving for quite a long time.
Okay,
That is
that's
going to
really,
be
really
the
strong.
flawless victory decided to Team Secret.
That was like a game of tag.
Yeah.
Cat and mouse.
Full eco,
Running
doesn't get
around.
anything, but they managed to stack this up. Now, what
That's
does
right.
Dubstep
No,
do?
Flawless win, they get
Do
both
they
their guns, and
accept
they get
the
to go into
bonus,
the
or
next
does he
round.
want to buy a
Dubstep
rifle and
He had a
see
ghost,
he's
and
bought
that's
an
why he
op?
can buy
Okay,
up on the operator for this
that's a
third
big
round
investment.
in the second half.
Honestly, though, they have to win the bonus. I
Possibly
like it.
incredibly valuable tool, especially if you consider that he could be going up against Foxy 9, someone who has been explosive for DRX on this map. 17 kills, 7 deaths. Meanwhile, Dubstep on the 12 and 11.
Yeah. Dubstep picks up an operator very early on.
Okay.
It's one of those guns that, you know, it's a bit of a gamble in its own right. If
It's a nice knife over towards Showers. Gets info the 2 people are here, but they still hold it strong. They have no idea this op is in play. They're probably gonna assume it was a normal rifle brought in.
Either way, it's very expensive. You guys know what the op does.
So yeah, they have a period where potentially they can. Oh. Yeah, now they know.
Poor dog.
Right. Let's get out of that one.
Set up here's Jesse. He's gonna do a little bit of damage. Spots the push coming in through. And yeah, this harbor wall just getting so much value.
And they KO nade on top of here as well, so you can't be on top of the tube, and then they flash either side of it. That's strong. Not either side, just flash out. Over the top, I think it was.
Foxy still holding on to the site here.
Made the KO has been really huge.
Foxy.
That's a good start.
Yeah. Too much stuff, the molly and the grenade.
What's this retake like? It's going very hard. They have no more smoke, so Mako can just farm.
Mako waiting in hookah. RB picks up one as well and stacks his position. They have no idea, but now they do. As Borkum alone and just no room. Mako gonna take him down sprayed from
very,
hookah.
very strong.
And 11-4 is the score.
The recovery from DRX. I mean, watch how they play in these post plants. It's so sharp, it's so safe, it's so clean. The way that Mako is hiding on top of Hookah, just
Judge, love the Judge.
Once more, minimal
Hero Judge maybe, yeah, that is so strong. The flash over the top with the timing of this as well. The nade lands in the middle of the tube, is going to flood them out. That is a strong hit, sight hit. They've been very prepped. Okay. So, in terms of what we were talking about earlier, they look way too prepped with this KO, so it's not like a last-minute thing. They've been practicing with this for the whole time. They have so much stuff that's on top of this. It's really like heavy prepped. They've been using it for a while. Because that sight hit was just too structured. So it must have just been something they've been using in practice that they've just really, really liked. Maybe loads of people have been using double dive against them.
Oh wow, Reckoning used. This is an important round for Team Secret. They have to try to play a retake with this. Lenny has the Thrash. They have to force DRX to spend their utility. I mean, this round lost, and that's going to be match point.
Yeah.
How do you retake this one?
Buzz
Buzz still has 2 flashes.
Reckoning. A lot of harbor stuff just to get you off the site, and Buzz
There's one of them. Yeah, what an absolute nightmare.
The flash is just too good. There's just no way in for
And they dodge the ult as well.
Totally
Holy hell, this is a masterclass. Yeah, they have some good stuff. This is so convincing.
One more round.
Yeah, they've been playing this for a while. They have too much good stuff. It's not whatever that rule is, it's not good for that. Well, at least that's a big weight off my mind, at least.
Clearly recognizing the fact that Team Secret, they had the Thrash, they're trying to play some sort of a retake setup.
Yeah, that B hit is so strong that you can't let them have A long. You can't let them have B long control. You got to fight for this heavy. 8 chances for DRX. Tokyo champions.
Team Secret now just going out for the fight.
Oh boy.
Whoa.
You gotta try something, and unfortunately, it's just gonna give Stacks his ult. It's gonna throw it out.
Oh boy.
Borkum is, yeah, he's pretty dead. 4 on 3. It's looking good for DRX to close this out.
Oh.
I mean, that should be it.
Dash.
4 on 2.
Man, they owned them on these last 2 maps.
Well, it's a good start. It's not the Mako I know. It really did not expect him there. And there it is. It's up to Dubstep.
Yeah, they own them on these last 2 maps. Nicely done from DRX.
Otherwise, DRX.
First team confirmed for Tokyo.
Oh, God.
Yep. They know exactly where he is. 1 peek. They get the job done. Will
flash.
it be Buzz again? No, it will be RB.
Again, nicely done.
DRX
Yeah, what a strong comp this was.
They will be going to
strong comp, strong
Tokyo.
defense, good,
Good
good attack hits as well.
Here in the playoffs of VCT Pacific.
Actually, yeah, we have the Chinese teams. That's true.
The
3rd team confirmed.
Once again gets the job done.
The top, the cream of the crop in VCT Pacific. They went 8 wins.